Alright, let's craft an engaging 10-minute YouTube script perfect for text-to-speech. Have you ever felt a magnetic pull towards someone, a connection that seems to transcend the everyday? Perhaps you've experienced a relationship where dreams intertwine, aspirations soar, and a profound spiritual connection blossoms. But what happens when the forces of optimism, imagination, and intuition collide? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating dynamic of Jupiter and Neptune, and how their influence shapes relationships. Now, let's explore this intricate dance between Jupiter and Neptune. Think of Jupiter as the embodiment of generosity, optimism, and expansion. It's the planet of big dreams, abundance, and the willingness to support others. Neptune, on the other hand, rules intuition, spirituality, imagination, and the realm of dreams. In a relationship, Jupiter often represents the person who provides the support, the cheerleader, the one who believes in the other's potential, while Neptune brings the dreamy, sensitive, and often idealistic perspective. This dynamic can be incredibly beautiful. Jupiter's encouragement can fuel Neptune's creative fire, leading to shared aspirations and exciting endeavors. For instance, imagine a budding artist, Neptune-influenced, dreaming of a gallery exhibition. Jupiter, their partner, steps in, believing wholeheartedly in their vision, offering practical support, encouragement, and maybe even helping with the logistics, securing the space and promoting the event. But wait, there's a catch: this beautiful alignment can also lead to significant challenges. The very qualities that attract us can also become sources of friction. The potential for profound connection is undeniable, but so is the potential for perplexing confusion. Idealization is a common pitfall. Neptune can tend to put Jupiter on a pedestal, blurring their flaws and amplifying their positive traits, creating an unsustainable dynamic. This can lead to disappointment later on, when the reality of Jupiter's humanity inevitably surfaces. Consider this: a Neptune-dominant individual might idealize their Jupiter partner as the ultimate provider, the person who can solve all their problems. When financial setbacks arise, this illusion shatters, causing a crisis of faith and trust. Conversely, Jupiter might become disillusioned if their Neptune partner doesn't meet their expectations or gets lost in their world of dreams. Jupiter's optimism could face Neptune's emotional intensity, leading to misunderstandings and boundary issues. Imagine a situation where the Jupiter person consistently offers support and advice, while the Neptune person feels overwhelmed or misunderstood. Balancing these energies is absolutely key. This requires a conscious effort to avoid letting dreams completely overshadow reality. To navigate this dynamic successfully, both individuals must understand each other's needs and approaches to life. Jupiter needs to understand Neptune's sensitivity and need for emotional validation, while Neptune needs to appreciate Jupiter's practicality and need for tangible results. Consider these critical areas for growth. First, boundaries become essential. Neptune might need to set boundaries to avoid getting lost in endless dreaming and create the necessary structure to turn their dreams into reality, while Jupiter needs boundaries to avoid enabling behaviors or burning out from supporting Neptune's pursuits. Setting realistic goals is another crucial area. Both partners need to align their expectations and work toward shared dreams without losing sight of the practical steps required. For instance, a couple might both want to start a business. Instead of just fantasizing, they need to create a business plan, consider finances, and delegate tasks. Clear communication is vital, too. This involves discussing expectations openly, addressing disappointments constructively, and regularly checking in on each other's emotional well-being. This could include sharing thoughts on their partnership's dynamic. "Hey, I've noticed I've been a little distant. Is there anything that I can do to provide better support?" Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's consider how the placement of Jupiter and Neptune in your astrological charts can illuminate specific areas of tension and growth. Jupiter's house placement, for instance, tells us where optimism is most focused, while Neptune's placement reveals the areas where we tend to dream and experience illusions. If Jupiter is in a fire sign like Aries, and Neptune is in a water sign like Cancer, the potential for enthusiastic action mixed with emotional depth and sensitivity is huge. It's like combining a roaring bonfire with a serene lake. The passion to take risks and build something new meets the depth of feeling that holds it together. But this can be a double-edged sword. Jupiter in fire signs could lead to impulsivity or an unrealistic view of what's achievable. Neptune in water signs might encourage emotional dependency and an inability to make a decision. A common misconception is that these relationships are doomed to fail. While challenges are inherent, this is far from the truth. In fact, the potential for incredible spiritual growth and creative collaboration is immense. These relationships can be catalysts for profound personal transformation. What are your thoughts on this dynamic? What have been some of the most rewarding experiences? Leave your answers in the comments below. Imagine two people, perhaps a chef and a writer, each with a distinct approach to life. The chef, embodying the practical approach of Jupiter in an earth sign, focuses on creating a tangible product, food. The writer, representing Neptune in an air sign, is driven by intellectual pursuits. They might overthink or struggle with emotional detachment, but their imagination runs wild, dreaming up incredible stories, or even recipes. Their partnership might involve the chef helping with the practical aspects of the writer's projects, and the writer enriching the food with the power of words. It sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Now, before we delve into the core of your questions, let's pause and address some common questions. First, what happens if the roles are reversed? If Neptune is the one who provides support and Jupiter is the dreamer? Second, how can we protect against idealization and disillusionment? Third, how can we identify early warning signs of imbalances in the relationship? I love the way you've broken it down, Jenny. This has been very helpful in understanding my relationship, Mark. To cultivate a healthy dynamic, consider the following strategies: share aspirations, defining expectations, addressing disappointments, discussing boundaries, and checking in regularly. Regular check-ins promote transparency and make sure both parties feel heard and understood. Engage in practical activities together to ground your connection. Create a routine that provides structure and stability. Seek outside perspectives when necessary, from friends, family, or even a relationship counselor. Remember to establish personal space and recognize individual needs. Avoid enabling behaviors and always set clear expectations. Open communication should be prioritized. These relationships thrive on emotional connections, which also extend to intimacy and physical connection. They need to have intellectual and a shared spiritual connection. If creative pursuits are your mutual passion, embrace the opportunity for artistic expression. But what happens if things don't work out? Then the main thing to do is learn, grow, and understand how you can develop these qualities in the next situation. Okay, so before we wrap things up, here's a little mid-video tease. The most important things to remember are clear communication, and a safe space for you to express yourself. Stay tuned. In conclusion, the dance between Jupiter and Neptune is a complex, beautiful interplay of generosity, imagination, and intuition. The ability to embrace the beauty of your imagination and to remain grounded in the practical aspects of life is crucial to building a relationship that supports your personal and shared dreams. Understanding how these planets interact can illuminate your relationships, identify potential pitfalls, and highlight paths for personal and shared growth. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of today's video. If you found this insightful, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and joined our community. We explore various astrological dynamics, helping you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. By subscribing, you will be the first to watch, and the first to comment. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to further increase your knowledge and understanding of these complex relationships.